We're now joined by head coach Todd Starkey. Coach, you want to give us some opening thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, just a second. Let me sit here and yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow. I'm gonna let our players just have their space right now. They've had a really tough 6 weeks, and that was a tough one. That was a tough one for them. Really proud of their fight and what this group has been asked to do. Uh, we played Toledo in an overtime game 48 hours ago. Turn around and play the number one team in the league on one day of preparation, and they had a lot more preparation and time off than we did. So for us to fight the way we did and give ourselves an opportunity, I thought we should have won that game. Okay. And that statement right there covers how I feel about the whole thing. But I thought we should have won that game. I thought we deserved to win that game. But we did a really good job of taking care of the basketball today, which was going to be a big key for us. We've gotten steadily better in the last 8 days over those 4 games at taking care of the basketball. We knew that was going to be a big key for us today. Only had 12 turnovers in an overtime game against a team that is, I think, 13th in the country in steals or something like that. But, good effort by a lot of different players. We got exactly what we wanted on that last shot. Get the ball to Nyla going to the basket, and 3 players converged on her very aggressively. So tough pill to swallow, but really proud of our players and what they've been able to do in coming back. The thing that's the thing for me that gives me a lot of hope for this group going forward is the fact that I know we're not playing our best basketball. We're certainly not in mid-season form right now, and we're continuing to get better. So room for improvement. We're still right there in the mix for things. So happy with that.
Okay, Alan, you can have the first question tonight.
I mean, Todd, you get into overtime, and it's like 10 periods in a week. And I didn't really sense energy or anything like that was lacking. I mean, you guys still were, it was like you would never have known anything happened, I thought.
It's just great toughness, Our staff is working to the brink of what they have to give. I'm proud of them. Our players are giving everything that they have. I just think, there's harder things to face in life. I'm not saying that we're up against insurmountable odds or anything like that. I'm just saying for a bunch of 18 to 22-year-old young women and the last 6 weeks of their lives and to go through this week and to battle the way they have, I can't ask them to do much more than that. We can play a little smarter here and there. We can do things better. We can get into a little bit better of a flow. Obviously, we can shoot the basketball better than we did, and we've shown that. But I think a lot of the shots that we missed were just because we were leg weary, and that has an effect on your shot. And we got some good looks, but shots that were normally going in when we have fresh legs, just weren't going in for it. Claire Kelly, she's knocking down some of those threes, no question, and she's just tired. Just tired. Kids are tired, but they battled.
Talk about Nyla. A bunch of plays she made there. She's just bulldogging inside there. Just talk about her a little bit.
Yeah, and Nyla will be the first one to admit she's still not playing her best basketball on the defensive end of things, but really aggressive, finding a way to finish, battling down in there, getting bounced around, finding ways to finish. I think, the way things were going in the game, is exactly why we went to her late on that last play and had her get to the basket. Um, and just weren't able to convert that last play.
I got one more than I don't believe anybody was up more than 5 points from the early in the second quarter until the very end of the game. I mean, I know it hurts right now, quite obviously, but just stepping back a little bit for first place in the league in middle of February with all you've been through, it was a heck of a basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that this was a big game and everything like that, but nobody gives out trophies for being first in the beginning of February. So this is a single game. The quote I often use in tough losses like this in the middle of the season are, never confuse a single defeat with a final defeat. And this was a single game. This is a single defeat. It should hurt. If it matters to you, it hurts, it stings, and it did, and it does, which is why I'm down here by myself, because they just need some space right now. Like I said, it's been a tough run for them. So appreciate you guys understanding that piece.
Offensive rebounding, Todd, was spectacular. Rebounding was spectacular, like 20 offensive rebounds, and you out rebounded by what, 14 to 12? Answer it.
Yeah, it was big, but I looked down at second chance points, only 19 on 20 offensive boards. We probably need that to be more like 25 points on 20 offensive boards, and maybe that would have made the difference. We didn't finish. We started the game. We missed 3 wide open layups at the beginning of the game too. So, like I said, you never know exactly what effect this is having on their bodies, but you can see it in field goal percentages a lot of times. And you equate that quality shots that you get versus finishes and that type of thing. So the rebounding total was big for us. I thought that showed a great deal of toughness for us. And we we could have converted a few more of those offensive rebounds into points, and I think that would have helped us out, but we weren't able to, obviously.
Free throws haven't been great all season, and what'd you miss, 11? Was that legs, or is that just free throws aren't there yet?
Yeah, I mean, everybody did a great job of shooting the ball from the free throw line. Nyla struggled. Nyla's exhausted. I told you guys earlier in the week, she's the last one that came out of quarantine. So she's had the least amount of recovery time. The kid's just putting up double doubles, and it has an effect on you. I mean, she's just leg weary, and she's tired, and she's doing what they can. But other than her not, knocking down some free throws and she feels bad about some of those. But other than that, I think we're shooting the ball pretty well from the free throw line.
Certainly got 2 a lot.
Oh, and do you have a question at all?
Yeah, someone who it was kind of easy to overlook with just the terrific game Nyla was having was Lindsay was doing a fantastic job inside as well. She had 6 offensive rebounds, and I remember last time I spoke with you, you said she's not really known as an offensive rebounder. So, what was her energy like? What was she doing tonight that was, that got her 18 points and got her 7 rebounds? And a lot of those were crucial late points. She was playing fantastic late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, they were guarding her with a guard a lot, switching out with guards, that type of thing. And so we decided to really try and feature her in the post a little bit more. We got her a lot more post touches. I mean, it's not usual for Lindsay to have an 18-point game and only make 1 3. So, I thought she did an excellent job of being patient in the post and finishing down there. 6 offensive rebounds, like you said, that's an excellent statistical number for her. So really a great all-around game for Lindsay on both sides of the court. So thought she did a really good job.
And then just one more kind of individual performance I wanted to touch on was, Claire didn't score quite as much as last game. Obviously, you can't expect, career high every night, but she was super efficient. She was kind of all over the place. getting things done in other ways, leading the team with 4 assists and also having no turnovers. She, it's still a pretty great game for her, even though she wasn't scoring quite as much.
Yeah, thanks for noticing that. She kind of her statistical line could kind of slide under the radar, but 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers was another good performance for her. She's put, when you see that's when you start to really see progress in players, is when they're able to put in, they're starting to stack good games one after another, and so it was nice to see her have a nice performance like that. Katie Shoemate had another nice game with 15 points and 5 rebounds as well. So Monique Smith off the bench, I thought, did a really good job coming in and giving Nyla a spell here and there and getting 6 rebounds. So, some good performances all the way around.
Anything else, Coach?
That would be-
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Sharon.